How we doing today, guys? Alex Drayson here with SPU. Today we're going to talk about a counterbalance squat. A counterbalance squat is a real unique exercise for us because it allows us to give some core activation to someone who's not doing it in their squat pattern. When we test kids, one of the very first things we test is their squat pattern. We have them put their arms overhead and see how deep they can squat. And sometimes when the kids do that, they have a lot of difficulty. But when we lay them on their back and say, tuck your knees into your chest, they can do that part just fine, which means they have the range of motion. But when they're standing up, their body's not stable enough to allow them to descend into that squat. Their body's saying, I don't want to be in that position when I have to bear the weight. On their back, they can do it just fine because there's no weight on their legs. So what the counterbalance squat allows us to do is give them some core activation to help them stabilize, and then from there they should be able to squat better. Okay? Here's the way it works. We're going to take a 6-pound ball right here, and we're just going to hold it out in front. Okay, now before you hold it out in front, you'd probably feel here that you really don't feel your midsection tightening at all. There is no core activation. When you hold it out, you should feel this tighten up a little bit. Your midsection should fire up a little bit. So, hold it out in front, shoulders back, good posture. Get your feet about hip width apart. Go ahead and squat down, stand it back up. Squat down, stand it back up. Okay, what we tend to see with the kid who has a very rough squat pattern to start, when we put them on their back and they can tuck their knees into the chest, when we give them the counterbalance, when we give them that ball to hold out in front, their squat pattern gets a lot better because we know it can from what they did when they're on their back. Okay? That's why the counterbalance squat for us is a really good core activation exercise. Thanks for checking in with SPU. Be sure to check out our website at SportPerformanceU.com.